Hey guys, so I finally got my hands on the game called Scum, which I was waiting for quite a long time and I was quite hyped for it. I'm hoping this will be something like a next Daisy. It is promising, but we will see after the changes will come and more things will be implemented. For now, I'll show you the fastest way to gear up, and for the current meta, which is like rush into the military zones, etc, etc, and I will show you how it's supposed to be done properly when everything will be implemented, so we'll not have to update this video. So first of all, what do? You're looking for stones, and you need just 2 stones. We got 1, so let's search even more. Okay, there we got 3. It doesn't matter what is the shape or size of it. We're gonna craft stone knife with those. And that is your very basic tool, which you will use in the beginning. We got 3 slots in our clothes, so we're gonna drop them off. Put that stone in a hand, right click the clothes and cut into the rugs. From materials which we will get from our clothing, we are capable of crafting very first backpack, which will give us 9 slots. So 3 slots straight into 9 slots, I believe it's worth. Really important stuff when you want to go for that improvised backpack, which is that one. You need to look for the materials and it will show you rope. But in this game, you can just switch and see what like alternative things are to craft it. So we can use improvised rope and we can use 3 bark rope. I do not recommend going for 3 bark because it just takes longer, much longer. It's like long wood sticks, 5 of them, that's a lot. We're gonna craft this one. To do that, we need just 5 stripes. So we will tear those into the stripes. And I see that I got like enough rocks to make 1 more knife, stone knife, and we're gonna need it, definitely. Like, if you're not gonna rush for the axe on the beginning, which I do really often, stone axe is like something crucial to me, then you will need like at least 3 of those for the very beginning. So let's craft second one just in case. And now we are capable of doing improvised rope, and after that we can craft improvised backpack. Keep in mind that mostly, like after crafting, things will end up on the ground, so pick them up before going. Seriously, it sounds silly, but it happened to me a few times that I forgot things I crafted. And now we're looking for a skinny tree like this one to chop down. The reason behind we are looking for a skinny tree like this instead of cutting bushes or something is that this tree will give us 3 of the long sticks, and 3 is the exact amount we need, because we'll use those sticks to craft our very first weapon. You see, we're getting like long wooden sticks, and we're gonna craft improvised wooden spear. And 3, it is a maximum amount of that what you can carry. So by crafting all 3, we're gonna be able to have like the best weapon ever on the beginning. Like, you can headshot Muppets with it. You can hunt for some animals, which is like not really the best tool, but it's okay-ish. So we're gonna put like 2 of those on our back and then 1 in a hand. When you will try to pick up anything, you will drop it, but we are kind of geared up, and that is the most common meta. People go to this point and then they just rush to really high tier like loot areas, whatever, to like military on a map, like the biggest cities or whatever, where you can get something fancy like weapons. But what I do, because you start with empty stomach and you're getting hungry really quickly, and you can eat things like in here. You can search for a corn. Eventually you will find 1 or 2, and some people, oh, there you go, we have 1, we can like eat it right away. And this will give us something, but it is not enough to fill your belly, like to really full. You will get hungry really quickly. So what I like to do, oh, you see, we dropped our, because of eating it, we dropped our spear. Instead of like, you can go for that, and okay, you can fill your belly with full field if you'll be lucky enough to find many. But what I like to do, I'm going for Muppets, trying to hunt very first Muppets, which will give me meat, because you can eat them. They are not infected, they are not zombies, they are just like prisoners which are controlled by someone else. And you got clothes of them as well, so you got you can get more rugs, or you can get just clothing, which will give you more slots. So let's skip to the part where I will finally find a Muppet, and then we will carry on. So we didn't have to look far, and we got very first one. What I like to do, I like to go to the first person, which you can do by pressing enter. It is just easier to aim. It's so wobbly. And we got a headshot with the first shot. That's wonderful. If you'll miss, you might have to use your spears which you get on your back, but luckily we got a clean headshot, so he went down with the first shot. I'm not gonna even pick it up, because we will have to do quite a lot of things in here. So I like to get meat off them, I like to cook it, so do it a proper way. We're gonna chop them to the bits. And those clothes which he had on, most people would put on. I'll probably tear it, and I'll try to get more gear, because later on we will need it as well. So after chopping that body, you're gonna get some you get some materials which he had in. That's nice. That's needle, and we can already cut that into rags. So you're getting like parts, big parts of the body which are not eatable. But you can like slice it down. You can chop it even further, and you will get like proper parts, like proper meat from that. There we go. We got some dirty rugs. What we're gonna need now is a campfire, and we got some meat. So I personally like to do something like going for stone axe, which is not a lot. We got a wire, we're lucky enough, but you don't have to have wire. You can just make that improvised rope, which is good enough. We are lucky to have a wire. All we need is just long stick and a few stones. So we're gonna look for that nearby. Let's get stones. Okay, we're gonna craft the small head for the axe. And you will see the huge difference and the benefits of having axe instead of running with that stone knife, because you're getting more materials when you breaking down things, like wooden things especially. So we got that head, we got a wire in there, and now we need to get like a long stick, and I think we should have one from this. Oops, sorry. Nope, no luck. Definitely from those we're gonna get enough. There you go. You see our stone knife broke down, and the other one is like half already. So that's what we need. I'll grab it in a hand. I'll take it to the place where I got my zombie chop. Okay, so we got all parts required for the axe, do we? We got our improvised rope, so we can craft it now. And what I like to do as well is placing it on your back, because if you'll put it in your backpack, it will constantly go into your hand. And sometimes when you will pick up something, then you will fill those slots which the stone axe, is taking. It will not go back to your backpack. You will simply drop it, and you'll not even realize. So yeah, I like to put it on my back, so it's always having a place. And yeah, now we can start doing our camping. There is a really easy way to craft improvised campfire. All what you need to do is just 5 small sticks, and we're gonna use for that like those 3 stripes, yeah? So we should have stripes in here. There's still one. What I will show you instead, because you don't, you can waste this, but you don't have to. So let's go a different way, which is nice and quick as well. So we're gonna go for woods, and we're gonna chop down some trees. And having axe got different benefits as well. So first of all, if you wanna have a campfire, this one, what you can do, you can craft fire drill, which is a great tool, of course, to start a fire, and you need it. But then, instead of those 3 stripes which I was showing you, so you're not gonna waste rags, you can go for that tinder. And you see, simply it's just like small wooden stick, so it takes quite long to craft, but it is kind of cheaper, we can say, in your materials. You're not wasting anything. There you go. So you need those 2 things to start a fire. Yeah, let's put them in here. then you will need 5 sticks to create that fireplace, right? And thanks to that, you got a stone axe. Let's say it is raining and we got a shelter in here and we want to, you know, craft our campfire somewhere else. So we get it in here with only long wooden stick. Long wooden stick is all we need. Right click in it, cut into small sticks, and it's cutting it, and you're getting 5 exact amount of small sticks you need to create improvised fireplace. And if you would have a stone, just like, you know, that stone knife, you would get 2. So it is a great way, you know, to get a shelter when it's raining, so you can build your campfire inside of the building or something. We'll camp it just next to the food, so you will see. Yeah, you see, you cannot move it. There's no way that you can pick it up. Wait, 1 second. You can't even pick it up, so you cannot replace it, and that's the biggest problem. So when you will hold it while having your thingy in backpack, you can light the fire. And if you want to cook your meat, we will need long stick still. Oh, it is raining, and oh, that's bad. So rain can put down our fire. So I'll quickly just show you that if you get a long stick, you will have to, that's the only thing you will have to run for if you'll make your fire in-house. You can get your meat. You see there's like plenty different types of meat. And go for craft this. So all what you need to have is just human steak or whatever, and long wooden stick. And rest is not really required, because you got blue thingy around, you see? That's like bonuses which you can have, bonus components. So now we're gonna take it into the hand, go and hold F on the campfire, and we're gonna cook it. While you're cooking things, you see, now it is cooking, and if you will leave it on, where is it on the ground? If you leave it on the fire for too long, it will just burn down and you're not gonna be able to eat it. So you need to look at the green bar under it, so it's not gonna go too low. No, you're not gonna go like dark. But after you're cooking it, you can just hold on it F again and just eat all. While eating, you can look at your stomach, so to, you know, just to not get too full, because you might vomit. But 1 should be fine. And we're kind of good to go with that. If you want, you can like, you can craft another one with rest of that meat we got in here. We can chop more and we can have a bit more meat for later. Problem is that you cannot put it on your back, so you need to hold it in your hand, and you cannot take it off the stick for now. So that's the very basic the way to start, in my opinion. You get proper food, it's cooked, so you know later on you're gonna have to do this, and for now of course it's not needed. You can just grab raw meat and eat it and just go. So yeah, you see, our fire just went down because of the rain. So that's all, guys. I hope you enjoyed a short tutorial, not really that short, but kind of short-ish tutorial for this game. If you want to see more of that game, definitely I can record more for you guys, because that's the type of the game I like to play, and I can give you a lot of guides on the very basic things, or even more advanced if you like to. So like always, see you guys on the next one, and take care.